We are in an altcoin super cycle. And despite what it may look like on the screen, I can assure you that this is the super cycle. In the super cycle, the market is going to send us signals. The ability to encode those signals could mean the difference between making life-changing wealth and giving it all back. Welcome back, guys. I'm Crypto Man Ryan, and I come to you every day at 10 a.m. EST, and I come to you again every time Sheldon the Sniper tells us that there are signals. So yesterday I wasn't around. As you guys know, I went on holiday with my family. In fact, I am on holiday with my family somewhere in the heart of Africa, but I decided to bring you a stream because of what's going on in the markets and because the markets kind of look something like that. So I wanted to bring you a stream and share with you guys exactly what's going on. If you want to know where I am, let me try and doing this without disconnecting my microphone. So I'm going to be very gentle and show you guys exactly where I am. Welcome to Africa, guys. That's where we are. That's where we're broadcasting from for you guys today. But wanted to make sure that you guys do have a stream today because of everything that's going on in the market. So what is going on the market? Well, the first thing that's going on is the market is sending us signals. The market is telling us what's coming up ahead and why it's coming up ahead. That's the first thing that is happening on the market today. The second thing that's happening on the market today is XRP. So I don't know if you guys saw, I'm sure you guys did see, but yesterday, XRP nearly doubled. It went to $1, it went to $1.05. And if you looked at your altcoin bag yesterday, what you would have realized is that even though the market went up in terms of market cap, and we breached the $2 trillion mark, and we hovered above the $2 trillion mark for quite a long time, a lot of your alts went down. You looked at Bitcoin. Bitcoin also went slightly down. You then looked at Ethereum, and Ethereum was like kind of flat, and at some points a little bit down. So what's going on? Well, the answer is very simple. Money is flowing out of the alts and into XRP. And today on my show, we're going to discuss exactly why money is flowing into XRP and whether money should be flowing into XRP. Now, a lot of you know that I'm not the biggest XRP fan in the world, but good things are happening. XRP is doing magic for the community. And I see in the comments here, you guys are saying Sheldon held down the fort quite well. Of course, I watched the show. I watched the show while I was driving, actually. And so proud of my man, so proud of my sniper. He held the fort. He did a great job, and he did my show also brilliantly. So let's bring Sheldon back. Now that you guys know what's happening with XRP, watch my show later today because what's going on with XRP could actually change this entire industry. But there are also a lot of other calls that the market is bringing us. The market is telling us something. It's telling us a story. You need to know what the story is because I know a lot of you guys almost panic sold some of your small alts today. Is that the right thing to do? I'm not so sure. To get more data on this, to get more information on this, let's bring in the sniper. Sheldon, my friend, thank you for holding down the fort yesterday, doing such a magic job yesterday. Community loved it. I loved it. I think you did a really good job, my friend. Welcome.
I appreciate it. Definitely had to test the boundaries, but was good. Was really good. Enjoyed it very much.
I was proud of you, my man. And you know, not only was I proud of you, but we were getting tons of fan mail on my Twitter and on your Twitter and on other stuff. Freddie, call up some of the fan mail. So this is, I read this yesterday. Dear Anne, I wish to give my gratitude to everything that you do for everyone. Today, my family were lucky enough to make $5,000 profit thanks to you and Sheldon. This year has been so hard. We lost our business, but you, Sheldon, and others have given us hope. I took a leap of faith, and you are allowing us to continue moving forward. You are a true gift, and please send my regards and thanks to Sheldon. As if not for his call, I would never have been interested in Wink. Thank you, Isn't Enough, for what you have done for my family and so many in your community. You truly have made the community's lives much better. I wish you and your family a good Shabbos. I'm so sorry to disturb on the day of rest. I cried in joy. I'm not embarrassed to say it. Thank you. So this is the kind of stuff that we're doing, Sheldon. We literally are changing people's lives.
That fuels our tank. So that's what we love to hear. It's all we're trying to do every day. It's just to bring a bit of hope and to get through this together. I think that's the big picture of everything.
Exactly. And that's why, you know, when I saw that and I saw the market moving today, I said, hold on, guys, I have to come to you guys with the stream. I'm not going to leave you guys on a day like this when the market's sending us such amazing signals. I'm not going to leave you guys with another stream. So here I am, and I think the first signal that I want to look at is what's on Sniper's screen. Sniper, let's look at the first signal.
Well, the first thing is dominance. So yesterday, what did we do? We spoke about dominance, and we said that, things have reversed.
Hold on. I see there's no likes and there's no subscribes. And you know why? The reason why there's no likes and no subscribes is because I forgot to tell you guys again. Smash the like, smash the subscribe, break the algorithm. And the reason why you want to do that is not only because we are the best crypto show in the world and because we come to you even when I'm on vacation with my family, but because you can also win the Banter Bags. And those Banter Bags are just growing in value. Secure $2,000 of AOS, $1,000 of OCAM, $1,000 of ShopX, $1,000 of Unmarshal, and Deeper Network and Refinable. And so the list goes on. And so we estimate that this giveaway is going to be worth $3 or $4 million if the market continues to run. And to enter the Banter Bags, you just have to be here, subscribe to our channel, follow me on Twitter, follow Sheldon on Twitter, hit the like, and hit the subscribe. And for every action that you do, the algorithm gives you an extra entry. So when you subscribe, you get an entry. When you hit the bell, you get an entry. When you comment, you get an entry. When you share, you get 2 entries. When you join our Telegram group, you get an entry. When you follow us on Twitter, you get an entry. All those are entries. They go into a box. When we hit 250,000 subscribers, we take the Banter Bags and we give them to you guys. How do we choose? We're going to get an auditing firm to choose for us so that it's fair and equitable. How many people do we give it to? Well, that you're going to tell us. Should we give it to 3, 10, or 100? That choice is actually in your hands. So if you are here, you've made it this far, smash the like, leave us a comment, send us some love, and then we can get on with the show. So I'm going to check how many of you are here. There's 3,000 of you here. Let me check quickly how many likes we have. Let me bring Sheldon back. It may echo for a second. It always does that while I'm checking the like status. 1,800 likes. So basically, 1,000 here. There's 3,000 of you here. Let me check quickly. 1,000 of you aren't entered into the Banter Bags. So silly. Easiest way to make money. Let's get on with the show. Sheldon. Let's look at the signals that the market is sending us, and let's see what the market is saying.
Awesome. And I think another thing to add in there, Ren, is that whole Binance we started as well. There's going to be a lot of gifts for the community as well. So guys, hit that like. That's really appreciated. So let's jump back to everything quickly. So what was explained yesterday is we have now reversed the previous cycle that we've been used to in the last 2 months. What was happening was when Bitcoin was dropping, the dominance was dropping, which means the altcoins were holding quite stable. They were holding quite well. Now we must remember that we have now entered, because we have dropped this dominance, we have entered a volatile market, which means that we are going to have these days twice a week, or it is going to come. It usually happens a weekend, sometimes middle of the week, but we are going to have the days where we're going to have 10% drops in the alts. Why? Because they're growing 50%.
If we look at an exponential chart, Sheldon, show us what an exponential chart looks like. Show us a parabola. Show us the Bitcoin chart from 2017. I want to show the guys why we can expect volatility here. This is very, very, very important that you guys understand. So let's zoom out. Let's go back to 2017 and 2018. And what you will realize is...
We're going to go all the way down now. Not just to the prices being... There we go. Cool.
There we go. Now take me back to 2017, 2018. Okay.
There we go.
Guys, look at the parabola.
2018.
Look at the parabola. Where do you see the biggest green candles and then the biggest red candles? Near the top of the parabola. So now that we are in phase 4 of this crypto bull market, phase 2 of the altcoin cycle, you can see that they're going to be very big green candles and very big red candles going down. The idea is to make sure that you don't sell on the red candles until we get to the top. And Sheldon's role is to tell us statistically where the top is going to be. So what I'm saying to you is, in this phase, because we're at the top of the parabola, the spikes are going to be much higher and the drops are going to be much bigger. And this is when diamond hands really comes into effect. This is when you got to hold on to your position and go, look, no matter what happens, unless I hit my stop loss, I'm here. And if I hit my stop loss, I'm going to buy in exactly like Sheldon said and be super disciplined. All right, Sheldon, let's go back to where we were.
Awesome. And just to add to that, man, you can see, guys, what does happen is, What we don't realize is the coins first grow, like there you can see Bitcoin grew 100%, 113%, right? Then out of nowhere, one day came and it dropped 23%. So we are seeing everything on the screen now. It's 10%. And you can see the market. If we have a look at the coins today, we look at the drop, but not going back to see that, these coins have been growing 30 to 40% in the last few days. And now we're having an 8% drop for the day. We're not understanding that it's long legs up, quick short. You must remember, they are going to trick the market. This is where you got to be strong now to know that don't sell the red. What do we say? Buy the red, sell the green. That's exactly what we should be doing. These panic days, I'm seeing more entries coming up. I'm seeing more opportunities for us to be getting into the market for the ones that we missed, that we never got previously, because it just gets exaggerated and the coins just keep moving. So I think let's jump back quickly. Quick chat on dominance. Quick.
Let's say panic days. Yeah, panic days. Okay, it's red. It's not as nice as it was 2 days ago. But look at the coins that we've been following. Look at YFI. YFI is still above $40,000. Ethereum is still above $2,000, and we hadn't broken $2,000 in since Ethereum was launched in 2017. So yeah, okay, panic days. We're still within $50 of the all-time high. Remember, a lot of the liquidity yesterday flowed into XRP because XRP doubled yesterday, and that's a major cap alt.
That was a couple $1 billion, huh?
That's a
lot of money. But look here, guys. So firstly, Wi-Fi pumps up 13%, then has a 6-7% drop. It then pumps up 16%, then a drop. But you see how we're making higher lows? Do you see how we're still trading up in the market? So Wi-Fi yesterday, just this little showing us that we're red for the day, but we've just come off an 18% pump, a 20% pump. So it's okay that we have the smaller time frame retraces, and it's okay for these coins to have the pullback because it's healthy. That's what when the coins just keep going is when I get worried. And what happens when that happens? Let's go use WIN for the perfect example. What happens when a coin just keeps going? Look how big the retracement is then. Look how huge it is. So these smaller time frames, you can see are perfectly building up with WIN. A shoot up, a small retracement, a shoot up, a small retracement. But if we go into the daily on that and we see bigger picture, this was just solid green candles. And you can see what actually turns. So we want these waves to be doing this. We don't just want the coin skyrocketing to the moon, because the drop after that is going to be a lot bigger. So it's important to just be a bit patient through these times and understand that higher time frame, we are good. We are still looking really good. So remember what I said yesterday, dominance, it's reversed now. So now when Bitcoin dumps, the alts are going to dump, because we can see that clearly, that previously it was the other way around. Bitcoin, when it dumped, dominance was dropping, altcoins were okay. We're getting 2-3% drops. But now, because when Bitcoin is pumping and Bitcoin goes up, that dominance is dropping. So it means that the money is getting flushed into alts. So the alts are the ones that are growing insanely. So they are going to have the bigger drops when Bitcoin turns. That's just how it works. So all that we did was we had that very key level that we've been talking about. And remember, that was support. That was where we said, this is the point, if it's going to bounce, it's going to bounce here. But if we drop this, we're going to have insane gains from that. Now, what happens to support? It needs to become resistance. So all that it's done now is it broke support. It needs to come test it, and then the next leg down. So it's doing exactly what we needed to do. We needed these 4-hour and these 8-hour RSIs to cool off. So let's jump quick one on Bitcoin. Now, guys, we've been talking about where Bitcoin is now. Sideways street. Does it look unhealthy? Are we making lower lows? Are we breaking any key sort of structure? This is our short time frame. Where's our 8-hour RSI? We are nearly at the bottom. It was just for us to get the short-term entries. You must know they need to reload for the next move. It can't just continue upwards. So Bitcoin is looking good. It's doing what we want it to do, and we want it to be going sideways. So Bitcoin is looking really good. I'm happy with Bitcoin. Quick one on Ethereum. Let's see where Ethereum is sitting and how everything is sitting. So Ethereum, we broke that trend. We've come and touched that trend perfectly. We are still making higher lows. We made the higher high. Now we're just making the higher lows, which is good. So it's the same thing. I actually think it's sort of a little bit more sideways from Ethereum, but we are looking good. Look what happened to that 8-hour. We just needed that 8-hour RSI to get to the bottom. What is it currently giving us the signal? that we are getting to the oversold stage where we're going to have the cross up. Now, what happened the last time when we had the cross up on the RSI? Let's go have a look. There we go. So the last time we had the cross on the RSI for that was when Ethereum was $1,500. That was the last time we had the cross. Where we're now, we're getting right to the point where it's time. It can still be today, a little bit more sideways, a little bit more of this red sort of thing. It's not massive drops. It's only 2.9% down for the day, but we are getting to that stage where the cross is coming on the 8 hour. So that's a good sign. We just needed to get this down so it's healthy. There's nothing for us to be stressing about. We're still making higher lows and we're still looking good. So Ethereum's looking really good. Bitcoin's good. And Dominance is doing what it needs to do. So to quickly I think let's go a quick overview. I'm going to go quite quick on these guys. So the Twitter is working good. My charts are starting to come through strong on the Twitter again. So that's where our nice updated stop losses and all these things are going to come through. So the first one that I quickly want to show is Lit. So Lit, we did get in quite early. We got in between 7.5 and the $8 sort of region. And I think if I have a look percentage-wise on where we're currently sitting now, we should at least be 30% up from the Lit. Now, remember, I gave you this short-term sort of sell zone, and I'm doing it with a lot of the coins. Yesterday, we spoke about the portfolio and how we're going to start running it, that when we get to the zones, I'm going to start selling off a bit of what I put into the coins, that I can leave the remaining to do what this coin needs to do. Now, Lit is on the verge of breaking the main resistance trend. And the fact that we got rejected there just shows you how accurate this trend actually is. So with Lit, what I am doing is I am taking a bit of profits where we're sitting right now, just to free up more liquidity for me to go into the next trades. And I'm leaving the rest because what excites me is the next break of this resistance can send Lit very high, all the way to the $20 to the $23 for Lit. So this one is looking good, and I'm gonna, yeah.
This is the most important message that you've given the community in the whole 20 minutes that we've been on the stream. So, guys, if we are hitting this altcoin super cycle and the volatility is going to be high, it means high swings up and high swings down, which means great opportunities to take profits and great opportunities to buy again. If you don't sell and take your capital out in the first sell zone, which Sheldon's marked with the orange box, if you get a move down, you don't have any ammunition. You can't shoot any rounds. You're out of dry powder. If you take your profits, take out your capital, don't be greedy, even if the coin looks like it's going to go up. You know what it means? It means that when you get a line going down, you are going to buy more coins, and more coins means more profit. It's simple as that. Don't be greedy. I was greedy in 2017. I told you guys this before. I'm embarrassed to say it, but I'll say it again. I went from no money in crypto to $100 million in crypto, or close to $100 million in crypto, back to no money in crypto, because I was greedy. If I had just taken profits, taken my capital out when the first sell signal had hit, then I would have had more money. Sure, maybe you can make more money. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much money you make. It's how much money you keep. In fact, I'm going to take it one step further for you guys. Rather make less money and keep it than make more money and lose it. Because if you go from zero to, say, $1 million, which is possible for anyone to do in this crypto bull market, and then you go back to zero, it's a hard lesson to take. You'll feel the loss of $1 million very hard. If you go from zero to $500,000 and you hold on to the $500,000 or lose $100,000, that's a much better place to be. Don't be greedy, especially not now. We're nearing the top. We don't know where the top's going to be. If you do not take profits in the orange boxes, when there's a pullback, you're not going to be able to play the next round. That's the biggest lesson of what Sheldon is showing you in this chart.
You're going to give everything back. Remember, this market's here to get you addicted. The greedy guys are the guys that are going to sit through everything, and that's what's going to get. So exactly that. You need ammunition. You need to be able to take advantage for the days like this when everything is red. How do you do that? By regularly taking profits. And another small thing to add to that, consistency wins the race, guys. If you're consistently taking money, no one's ever gone broke by taking profits. So taking profits off the table is important.
When you take your profits, take your capital out. Put some of it into Bitcoin, some of it into Ethereum, some of it into DOT, some of it into Cardano, and some of it into US dollars, and carry on playing the game. Into that one-way bank account. I don't know if you guys remember, I said, there's that one-way bank account. I did it this morning. I had a trade. I took 2.5 Bitcoin in profit. I sent it to my cold wallet. That was the last time that those Bitcoin will ever see the light of day. 2.5 Bitcoin off the market forever and into my one-way bank account. So, Sheldon, let's carry on with the actual coins.
Awesome. Okay, so the one that we are finally getting back to and looking good at, and I'm so happy that it's where we got stopped at, is the VTHO. So remember what I said, we just needed that little bit more time. We can see how this coin just accelerates when it wants to get going, which is good, but too fast is not good. We don't want it to grow too fast because then it will come back. What happened there? It grew so fast, it comes down and it captures the rest of the liquidity that was there. So we actually wanted to grow a lot slower than just this sharp acceleration. And that's why I was patient the other day to say that, guys, the first thing that we just needed was the higher high to finally show that we're starting to reverse trend. That was the main thing we needed first. Then I said, let's be patient. We're going to get our bars back. We're either going to get back at where we got stopped at or we're going to be getting more coins. And it's that time again. Now, remember yesterday what I did do for you guys is I categorized everything for you to say that, you know, the 25% Bitcoin, 25% Ethereum, and then the sort of major alts and the micro alts. I just want you guys to know that when you have your trading portfolio, because you've got your HODL portfolio and you've got your trading portfolio, your trading portfolio fuels your HODL portfolio, and you make more coins by trading the market actively. Now, when it comes to these smaller coins, in the trading portfolio, guys, let's not go more than 30%. And I'm going to categorize this for you. 30% of your trading portfolio must not go more into these smaller sort of cap coins. Your TBKs, your fronts, all of these. These are ones that are small amounts that's going to make you a lot of money. So don't go crazy and go put your whole portfolio. There's still a lot for you to buy. There's still a lot more coins coming your way. So learn to be patient and just learn to split everything up nicely. So now saying that with VTHO, this is a great zone now. We are finally, for the first time, we are making higher lows, we are making higher highs, and we have just made another strong higher low now. And what's nice is I'm starting to get the strong wick reaction at the bottom, which is really good. So now we're starting to show that this is a really good demand zone that we are fighting at the moment, which is good. So I am happy. What I am doing in this zone is I'm buying 50% of my BTHO back on where I bought, where I got stopped at, and the remaining we are going to be patient and we're going to buy the break of this resistance trend. So we're getting back in, and we're getting back in strong. We didn't actually lose anything. We never lost coins. When you've lost coins, that's when you've lost the battle. We haven't lost coins. We've actually made a little bit of coins, which is good. So I'm buying back another 50% here on VTHO, and the remaining will come probably later on in the week, and we'll get the break of that resistance. Remember, I still see this coin going to 3 to 4 cents for the next leg up. It needed to accumulate and needed to prep for the move. And to jump on that quickly, let's have a look. What does accumulation do, guys? So this was spoken about yesterday. What does sideways do? Sideways gets us prepped for the next move. And what you can see, all of this sideways wasn't for nothing. They're not going to make it obvious to big institutions. They're not just going to pump these big candles everywhere. They're going to buy little bits, and then they're going to send that first candle and now start getting the retail buyers in. So they're clever. Their full position is in. And now it's only all of the people, the normal retail guys, which are buying in. So they're very smart the way they work. But you see what sideways does. This is good. As long as we slow down. As soon as we slow down, we start making higher lows. This is what I was saying. This was good. We are calming down. And boom, there we start to break. So this is good. So another thing with is
Sheldon,
now that we've broken, yeah.
What a call! I mean, I watched this yesterday and I thought, is Sheldon wrong on Theta? Because I kind of watched this thing; it wasn't making a move, and you were saying, "Be patient, be patient, be patient." I was looking at this and going, "Theta's down." The Theta gas token was further down, and I thought, "Okay, this is Sheldon's first mistake." And bang, there's the breakout.
It's a lot of experience. I had to lose a lot to learn this market.
That is absolutely sure. That is absolutely phenomenal.
So we got it, guys, and this is the main thing. You're learning with me as we go. So this is good. We need to calm down. So what I do want to say, guys, is that it's going to come down to come test these previous supports. We've made higher highs than both within this main area here, so we've reversed, which is really good. Now it is going to have a short-term sort of retracement, and If you did, so you can see we had the original buy zone, and I have an add to position here where I'm going to buy a little bit more. So even on the live account that we got there, ran with the Binance account, I bought Theta, and we bought it perfectly at the bottom. So at least when our accounts are already starting to grow on that one, which is good. And I'm going to be buying some more at this zone. So with Theta, when it comes back down between the 12.22 to the 12.6 sort of region, I'm going to be adding more to the position, because now I know we're starting to reverse. It's safer for me to start adding more into this coin. And my targets are still obviously between $20 and $25. We'll work on the targets. I'm here every day. We'll get to the targets. Let's get those entries. Let's start making some money, and then we can fight how much is enough for us to take off the table. And that's cool. So just remember, accumulation is really good. Now, one I do want to add on here quickly as well is our Fantom, which is good. So Fantom made the higher high, guys. So it's had the retracement, which is good, but it's coming. The main thing is that it made the higher high, and we are making higher lows. Remember, this went too fast. Are we starting to learn now that too quick is not good, actually? It actually means take some profits. Because when we go too fast, look how the price always comes down to capture the rest of the liquidity. This was too quick. Now it comes down. It's going to slow down in this area. We haven't broken any support trends. We haven't broken anything else. It's slowing down in this area. And now we go to the next level. So we're making higher highs, higher lows. The price just went too quick. So they come, they get the rest of their buys, and they send them. Remember this one, I'm still looking at, let's see where it is, 1.4 to 1.7. I'm still seeing with Fantom. And I think when the day that hits, I think we're all going to be jumping. So for now, we fight it every day and we hold, but we are tracking it, and Fantom is looking really good, really nice at the moment. Okay. Front, I'm going to go through these quite quick, guys, because the charts are coming on the Twitter. So front is good. Higher lows, which is good. Now, all that we want to do is break this next trend. So this, what is sideways? Are we all starting to learn that sideways is okay? As long as we're not breaking down.
Sideways
just means be patient. Exactly. So give this one some time, guys. We've got the trend that's going to show us when we're going to push. So give it some time. It is accumulating. So front is still looking really good. I'm happy with that. And we've got a good support trend, which is good. If you're holding, we should still be 400 and something % up. I'm holding those. Why? Because of the free coins that I made. There is going to be a stage for us to buy back, but it needs, what are the other coins doing right now? Sideways. So what I need from Win now, sideways. Once we got sideways and then we start breaking, then we go. So there's no bars on Win right now. There's no adding on. Hold your coins strong. We shouldn't make, so we've hit the previous supports, which are good. So now we hold. We're still 450% up from the call. So hold that strong. We're good there. When there's new buying opportunities on Win, we will get back in. Now, one that I'm going to also be buying quickly now, also on the Binance account, the one that I did speak to you guys about, is I needed us to make the higher high on Uni and get the test for us to buy the breaker trend. This was the one I gave yesterday, and this is the buy signal that I'm giving again today. I said it would be a bargain if we can get Uni back down to these levels. And what did I say? If we don't make the higher high, we're going to come back down to the buy zone. What happened? We didn't make the higher high. Now we're coming back to the buy zone. So what I'm going to do very quickly live here is we are going to buy some Uni. We are in the, there we go, get some Uni in there. And I'm going to buy another $5,000 worth of Uni in this thing over there. Why only 5? I do want to buy up to 10,000 worth, but remember now, I'm going to give you a little strategy today. There we go. We've bought in the zone, which is good. When am I going to buy the rest? Is when we finally break this trend, we get a higher high, a test, and then we go, and then I'll buy some more Uni. So I'm starting to buy in on the zones, and I got a plan on where I'm going to add some more into my position. So we got some Uni. Uni's looking really good, and we got the main support, which is $26.7. So Uni is looking really good. I know there's so many guys that are asking about these coins, Ran, and I just want to update everyone on them as well as Coti. What's Coti doing right now? It's still making higher lows at the moment, which is good, but it is starting what Theta has been doing.
Oh, goodness. Oh,
sideways. We got the main trend. We're going to know when the breakout's coming.
Remember that yesterday, Cardano announced a $500,000 investment into Coti. The investment is not a lot, but it's a clear sign about who's going to be developing a lot of stuff in the Cardano ecosystem. And you can see it. You can see it.
And they're not just going to buy, Ren. They're not just going to buy it, because then why? Everyone's going to sell into their buy. They're going to buy like this. Buy a little bit, buy a little bit, buy a little bit, buy a little bit. Very sneaky. And then they send it. So that's looking good. Wi-Fi still on track. Litecoin still on track. I will update on that.
BCH. Unbelievable call. You told us to buy it at 520. I got in a bit later than 520 because, to be honest, I didn't believe you. And I saw yesterday as high as 660 or 680.
692, 693. That's gone through. Wow. So we're looking good there. So those are good, guys. We can see that our Litecoin, our Wi-Fi is good. The one that's back in, and I want us to be getting back in on some entries now, is Aave. Aave has now come back into our buy zone, which is good. We got our main supports. We're making a nice pin drop candle. So for those who did miss the Aave, this is a good zone for us to be stocking up on Aave again, definitely. All that it did was it actually came down to this support here. So now that just extends our buy zone a bit bigger. We know we've come a bit lower to that. No lower lows, and we're looking good. So between 355, 373, Aave, we are looking strong. Another one quickly, TFuel. Did drop that zone, but we got TFuel's Big Daddy, which is working. Remember, these utility tokens, they catch up when they go. So TFuel, it's going to catch up as long as we know that Theta, Big Daddy, is happy. TFuel just comes out of nowhere and just sends his massive candles. So I'm happy where Theta's looking at. Egld, we are looking brilliant in profit at Egld, which is good. Cardano is one that's coming back to life. We have made higher highs, and we have just entered our buy zone again. So my calls right now and for today, so we can close off, is Uni. We are in buy zone for Uni now. I've also given you a trend on Uni to know when we can add some more. And ADA, we have finally made the great higher high. We are making good higher lows now. This was just short-term retracement. Let's get that 4 hour down. But I see that the 1 hour's hit the bottom, and I see the 8 hours lower because we've actually had so much down. So ADA, it's probably going to go sideways, little bit, and then get the pop. So ADA is good. The last one that needs some more time, guys, is TVK. So don't be overloaded with TVK. It just needs some more time, and it just came down to the lower support zones. So we got the resistance points. We did get to have a stop loss. We should be at, but for the guys that are not, we need to hold through the sideways. It's making sideways movements. It's accumulating for the next move, and the next resistance is going to be our clear indicator for us to break out. So we are going to have, for those who got stopped out, new entry zones, and I'll show you where, but we're actually going to buy the break of resistance. We're not even going to play around where's the bottom anymore. We're going to buy confirmation on that. Just be patient with these coins. Everything's just shifted. So from that, Ran, I think that's a nice update for everyone. We've had a good update on everything. Uni and Aave are the two ones that I want us to be getting in now. Those are looking good. And yeah, if there's any other, and ADA, sorry. So Aave, Uni, and Cardano are the ones for us to be stocking up. We're lucky to be getting them again, and we're lucky they haven't just shot straight through.
Alrighty, Sheldon, we'll see you again later on in the main show today, 10 a.m. EST. Big show discussing the trends in the market right now. Sheldon, my friend, thank you so much.
What?
I love the sniper. I love the guy. Anyway, guys, so 10 o'clock EST. I'm gonna at that show, I'm gonna talk to you about a change in mindset. Today, everyone's saying that we're in the crypto bull market, we're in the altcoin super cycle, the super cycle is going to last forever. And when you think that a cycle is going to last forever, then what happens is you make decisions which are very bullish, perhaps too bullish. If you change your mindset and you change your mindset to one that says we are nearer to the end of the bull market than we are to the beginning, then your mindset will be slightly less aggressive and slightly more conservative, keeping a lot more of your profits. And if you do that, then you'll walk out of this crypto bull market with a lot of money. So that's what we're going to be talking about later today on the show. If you are still here, smash that like, smash that subscribe. One last chance to enter yourself into the Banter Bags competition. I'm Crypto Man Ran. I'm going to go spend some time with my family. I'll see you again at 10 a.m. EST. Till then, my friends, be well.
Crypto Banter is a social podcast for entertainment purposes only. All opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, and callers should not be construed as financial advice. Views expressed by guests and hosts do not reflect the views of the station. Listeners are encouraged to do their own research.